Smith Auto Sales. I want to welcome all of the scouts that will be here tonight. Remember to stop by our concession stand all throughout the evening for the Dollar Dogs and Dollar Pops going on here tonight at Midvale Speedway. Also will be drivers choose their late night during the heat. First compact on the track to qualify, the number 35 of John McNutt out of Uricksville. John McNutt, the John McNutt Racing sponsored 35, is the first of our Parkway Auto Group compacts to qualify. Right around the same car count for our compacts this week as we had 1 week ago. Pretty solid field again on hand. 17:99, good lap for John McNutt, 17:99. I think he was second quick last week, and again, that's going to be one of our quicker times in this afternoon session. 17:99 for John McNutt, the time to beat just 9/100ths of a second off of the track record. Car number 91 is Isaac Farabee out of Strasburg, the Phil's Well Service, Wrench and Automotive, Aldeco's car. 1875, 18.75, car number 91, Isaac Farabee. The Pangrazio's Pizza, Marathon Manufacturing and Mark Malkin Racing Incorporated, car number 24 of Dover's, Richard Duvall. Richard Duvall put this car together, ran on dirt one night down at 250 Speedway, but joins us here this evening for night number 5. $19.93, 19.93 for Richard Duvall in car number 24. 2008 point champion in the compact and figure 8 divisions. The Route 39 Auto Salvage, Animal Racing, Performance Graphics, and Tusk Tire and Auto Repair, car 47. Don Rupner Jr. out of Uricksville. He currently leads the compact points. He's second in a figure 8 point. And second quick in qualifying, 18:01, 18.01 on Don Rupner Jr. Don Rupner the third, a feature winner last week, first time in his career. Rupner, the Route 39 Auto Salvage, Animal Racing, Performance Graphics automobile. Turns in 18:59, 18.59 on Don Rupner the third. Car number 41, Tim Frederick. Out of Sherrinsville, Ohio, the Buckeye Moving and Landscaping, Kathy's Pizza Place, Leggett's Tire, Ridge Pump and Supply, Jim Romick Excavating, Baxter Gardner Funerals. Number 41, Tim Frederick. 1890, 18.90, car number 41, Tim Frederick. Car number 20, Larry Ennis with issues. As he will head pit side, he's had some problems with that car, I believe last week, and it looks like again in qualifying here this afternoon. One-time feature winner in the compacts this season, Tammy Rupner out of Uricksville. Rupner right now 5th in compact points. Route 39 Auto Salvage, Animal Racing, Performance Graphics, and Tusk Tire and Auto Repair sponsoring her. $18.24, 18.24, car number 7, Tammy Rupner. The number 3 of Kyle Grove out of New Philadelphia, JD Byriders, Over Car Care, Affordable Towing, Greg's Recovery, and Classic Car Care as sponsors. Grove started on the pole, I believe, of the first 3 compact features this season and picked up a runner-up finish a couple weeks ago. $18.30, 18.30, car number 3, Kyle Grove. Adam Mishler in the number 65 entry is on the speedway. The Ember Complete Care, Parkway Auto Group, Ice Oil Company, and Tap and Gas car. Adam Mishler out of Uricksville. $17.99 by car number 35, John McNutt. Your fastest so far in Parkway Auto Group qualifying. Not anymore. $17.97, 17.97. Car number 65, Adam Mishler, just edging John McNutt for fast time. Jesse Page out of Canton, the Autosportplus.com, Empire Welding and Fabrication, and Page Racing Car out to qualify. Jesse Page out of Canton. '18-20, 18.20, car 02, Jesse Page. Kelly McNutt out of Mineral City in the Route 39 Auto Salvage, Chuck Brill sponsored car. Kelly McNutt qualifying car number 36 is 17.97 by Adam Mishler. So far, quick time. '18-10, 18.10, car number 36, Kelly McNutt, and the number 8 car of Jeffrey Orr. Great run last week, good qualifying lap and a good run in the fast feature for the Dagies Auto Service. Tusky Transmission, Pangrazio's Pizza, and Custom Colors car. '18-25, 18.25, car number 8, Jeffrey Orr. Kyle Rector out of New Philadelphia, second week of the 2009 season. Outlaw Tire, John W. Coaches, Gross Welders, Auto Body Products, and Autism Speaks. Sponsored car, Kyle Rector. '18-22, 18.22, car number 22, Kyle Rector. Rookie competitor Ashley Page out of Waynesburg in the Canton Auto Sales number 14, Ashley Page. '19-75, 19.75 on Ashley Page in car number 14. The Renneker's Tire and Shire Salvage, car number 175 of Midvale, Justin Renneker. '19-22, 19.22 on the 175 of Justin Renneker. John McNutt Racing number 72 of Uriksville's Russell Grandison, trying to get his season turned around. A lot of bad luck, some blown motors, and so far so good through hot laps, and now in qualifying the 72 looks pretty stout. Russell Grandison turns in 18.43, 18.43, car number 72, Russell Grandison. Number 81 car, driven by Candy Bunton this week. Chastity Bunton, the normal driver, braking, I believe, her foot, unable to drive the number 81. Turns a 1984, 19.84, car number 81, Candy Bunton. Number 76 is Kenny Jewell out of Canton, the Norms variety, DeWalt Optical, John Wisman Investments, and Saveway Mart car, Kenny Jewell. '19-93, 19.93 on the 76 of Kenny Jewell. First night out in 2009 for the East High Arby's, car number 157 of Tom Barrett out of Denison. '18-55, 18.55 on car number 157, Tom Barrett. Rookie Wes Ennis back in action, car number 118. Wes Ennis from New Philadelphia, the Jack Daniels, Diano Concrete, Dunwoody Motorsports, the Squealing Pig Barbecue, and the Bearded Clam Fat Shop, car number 118. '18-62, 18.62 on the 118 of Wes Ennis. Always another one of our fast qualifiers, the number 33 of Jay Hunt. From Canton, Ohio, the Country Boy Motorsports Allied and Quality Pallet Car, Jay Hunt. quick time, and he just missed the track record 17:91.17.91. Car number 33, Jay Hunt. Number 77 is Jason Anthony. Out of Louisville, the Smith Auto Sales, Canton Auto Sales and Salvage, Finish Line Motors, C&K Auto Detailing, and Greg's Recovery Car. Had a ground cable go bad last week. 1856, 18.56 on Jason Anthony, having those mechanical woes worked out in week number 5. Number 46 has been at the front of a lot of races this season. Neil Rowley out of Fort Washington. Murray's Bail Bonds, Graphic Shack, Mustang Corral Pizza and Dairy Bar, and Susie's 3rd Street Diner entry, Neil Rowley. 1912, 19.12 on car number 46, Neil Rowley. Number 79 is driven by Pat Carnes. He's out of Canton, Ohio, the Carnes Service Center, Pat's Auto Repair, Jeff Stump Removal, and Water Service Company car, Pat Carnes in the 79. 1930, 19.30, Pat Carnes, number 79. Ryan Kopp, his second week in the number 18 car out of Zorville. Jim Romick Excavating, Ridge Pump and Supply, Baxter Gardner Funeral Home, Tuss Tire and Auto, and Performance Graphics car, Ryan Kopp. 1980, 19.80 on car number 18, Ryan Kopp. The number 28 car of Tim Westerfield Jr., good run last week for the Akron, Ohio campaigner. The Greg's Towing, McMillan Auto Body and Paint, Gables Engine and Machine car. $18.13, 18.13 on Tim Westerfield Jr. in the number 28. Perk Pyle in car number 119 out of Canton, the Carnes Service Center, Pat's Auto Repair, Jeff Stump Removal, and Water Service Company car, Perk Pyle. $20.99 on car number 119, Perk Pyle. Here's the number 42 car of Todd Walker, a rookie out of Sherrinsville. Joe Little Excavating, Atwood Dairy Bar, Ridge Pump and Supply, Pine Valley Greenhouse, Steinig's Bakery, Leggett's Tire, and Atwood Lawn. Number 42, Todd Walker. $19.59, a 19.59, car number 42, Todd Walker. Joe Kinovasek, a couple feature wins this season, still looking for his first fast feature win of the year from Canton, Ohio. Country Boy Motorsports Allied, Quality Pallet, Taylor Waterproofing, the sponsors for Joe Kinovasek. $19.04, 19.04 on car number 133, Joe Kinovasek. Charles Storsina in the 01 car is our next qualifier in compact time trials. $20.85, 20.85, car 01, Charles Storsina. And the number 39 car, Dan Kinovasek out of Canton, Ohio, the Country Boy Motorsports Allied, Quality Pallet, Taylor Waterproofing car, Dan Kinovasek. $19.50, 19.50, Dan Kinovasek, car number 39. Runner-up in the compact points. Points leader in the compacts, car number 95, Derek Gruhl out of Dover. S Motorsports sponsoring the 95 of Gruhl. $18.29, 18.29 on Derek Gruhl in the 95 car. 05 is Uriksville's Paul Stahl, the Graphic Shack, Count Electronics, Cat's Meow, Trey's Bella Boutique, and Pangrazio's Pizza Car, Paul Stahl. $19.41, 19.41 on car 05, Paul Stahl. Billy Nicholas out of Barnhill, the best racing, 132. $18.85, 18.85 on car 132, Billy Nicholas. $18.71, 18.71 on car number 127, CJ Campbell. Rich Hess in the number 19 from Strasburg, the Synergy Signs, Manor Restaurant, Pritchard Farm, Scio Sales, Star Auto Glass, and Hess Motorsports Car, Rich Hess. $18.24, 18.24 on car number 19, Rich Hess. Number 27 is Johnny Campbell from Barnhill, the Manor Restaurant, Synergy Signs and Graphics, Hess Motorsports, and Mom and Dad Car. Back behind the wheel of the 27 this week. Jason Gruhl filled in for him 1 week ago. $18.02, 18.02, pretty good lap for the number 27. Number 20 of Larry Ennis back out. Had some problems on his first qualifying attempt a little while ago. $18.93, 18.93 on Larry Ennis in the number 20. Picked up a couple of feature wins this season, and he's first up to qualify. The track record set by Tad Grove last season at 16.27. $16.72, 16.72 on the number 77 car of Todd Miller, the first pure stock qualifier. Strasburg's Ronald Bunton in the Phil's Well Service, number 95. Ronald Bunton qualifying next. $17.31, 17.31 on car number 95. Ronald Bunton, the second Integrity Auto Sales and Conrad Insurance Agency Pure Stock to qualify. Third up, the number 74 car of Bob Passwaters Jr. out of Waynesburg, the Oliver's Garage, Stewart's Flooring, Elkins Automotive, Chassis Systems, Gabriel Cancer Center, and Passwater Racing Car. $17.36, 17.36, car number 74, Bob Passwaters Jr. His dad, Bob Passwaters Sr., out to qualify the number 75. Canton Auto Sales, Stewart's Flooring, Gabriel Cancer Center, Sanctuary Church of God, Chassis Systems, and Smith Auto Sales entry. (1707) 17.07, car number 75 is Bob Passwater Sr. Next year's stock, the number 10 of Tory Gibbs, the point champion 1 season ago. Custom color, PhilChalmers.com sponsored automobile out of Fort Washington. Having a lot of bad luck early in the 2009 season. Trying to get rid of that. (1704) 17.04 on the number 10 car of Tory Gibbs. Phil's Well Service, Wrench and Automotive, Crazy Waynes Incorporated, Sutton Pump and Supply, number 79 of Strasburg's Phil Bunton Jr. (1696) 16.96 on the number 79 of Phil Bunton Jr. Brian Menard in car number 51, currently second in our pure stock point standings. The Canton, Ohio driver, the Oliver's Garage, Stewart's Flooring, C&M Auto Sales, All For You Auto Sales, and Deals on Wheels car. (1695) 16.95, car number 51, Brian Menard. Last week's feature winner in car number 49, Canton's Teddy Oliver. Oliver's Garage, Stewart's Flooring, C&M Auto Sales, All For You Auto Sales, and Deals on Wheels car. (1660) 16.60. That will be fast time in our pure stock division for car number 49, Teddy Oliver. Well, he left during hot laps with some problems. They've been having a lot of distributor problems on the number 3, but he came back to the track here for qualifying. Tad Grove from New Philadelphia, the JD Byrider, number 3. Second quick, 1669, a 16.69 on the number 3 of Tad Grove. And New Philadelphia's Bill Burkholder out to qualify the 00. (1803) 18.03, car 00, Bill Burkholder. Pure stock number 48, Adam Stewart out to qualify. The Oliver's Garage, Stewart's Flooring, C&M Auto Sales, and all for you auto sales car. During the 2009 racing season, McNeely currently 6th in points. The Dr. Michael Gigak. Pangrazio's Pizza, McNeely Racing Team number 1. .84, 15.84 first lap time on Jerry McNeely. And a 15.87, 15.87 on the lap number 2 for Jerry McNeely. Chris Miller had one of his better qualifying runs of the season last week, the N.M. Liberty welding car out of Magnolia. Chris Miller. .22, 16.22, the first lap time, car number 70, Chris Miller. .65, 16.65 second lap time for Chris Miller. Current points leader in the sports stock division by just 3 over Ron Degg and 7 over Kevin McClintock. It's the 17 of Randy Smart out of Dover. 15.19, 15.19. The first lap time is quick time so far in our sports stock division. Kurt Garrett, MD, Myers Podiatry, Shook Auto, Union Hospital Pain Center, some of the sponsors. And a 15.20, 15.20 second time, car number 17, Randy Smart. So a 15.19 so far, quick time for Smart, the points leader. Kevin McClintock just 7 behind Smart. And the point standings is on the track now to qualify. The Allen's Muffler, Federated Auto Parts, Broad Run Cheese House, Glass Lumber, Davis Electric, Blick Tool and Die, and Zora Air Design and Embroidery 38 car. .22, 15.22, second quick for McClintock. And a 15.30, 15.30, second time on McClintock, 38. Second place in points, just 3 behind Smart. Car number 75 is Ron Degg. From New Philadelphia, the Talati Pipe, Barnhill Storage, Davies Auto Service, and Todd Miller Excavating car Degg setting the track record last week with a 15.09. A 15.27 on lap number 1, 15.27. And a 15.26, 15.26 second lap time, car number 75, Ron Degg. Now one of our normal pure stock competitors moving into the sports stock division now. First night out, in car number 22, it's Keith Anderson. Car he purchased off of Roger Butler. The best racing number 22 car from Barnhill, Keith Anderson. .16.37, 16.37 first lap time on Keith Anderson in the 22. And a 16:15, 16.15 second lap time on the number 22 car of Keith Anderson. And the number 13 of Kevin Locker, another sports stock rookie out of Summerdale, the Ravenscroft Drywall Gypsy Jeans car. $15.79, 15.79 first lap time on Kevin Locker. And a 15.73, 15.73 second lap time on Kevin Locker. Currently 6th in points, just 25 behind the leader. DSI Automotive, Trenton Service is sponsors for Tom Garbrandt. A couple of top 5 finishes this season. Track record in the late models was set last week by the 18 of Willison, a 14.34. 14.87, 14.87 first lap time on Tom Garbrandt. And a 14.66, 14.66, good second lap for the number 30 of Tom Garbrandt. Veteran late model wheel, New Philadelphia's Rich Desecker in the number 49, Malkit Engines, Malkit Tavern, LRC Motorsports, Desco Machine, Rich Interiors, Reels Auto Detailing, and Neckhead Racing Graphics car. Quick time, 14.64, 14.64 on Rich Desecker in the number 49. And a 14.57, the time to beat, 14.57 for car number 49, Rich Desecker. Last week's feature winner in the late model division from Canton, Ohio, Brian Smith. Canton Auto Sales and Salvage, Smith Auto Sales, Finish Line Motors car Brian Smith are qualified. $14.60, 14.60 first lap time on the number 1 of Smith. And a 14.54, 14.54 second lap time is quick time for the late model. And Brian Smith, current points leader in the late model division by just 1 point over the 00 of Ripley and the number 12 of Bubba Smith. This is the number 53 of last year's point champion, Mike Miller. Mike Miller out of Clinton, Ohio, the Western Enterprise, Napa Auto Parts of Comley, Bob's Auto Sales, R&D Auto Repair, Classic Auto Glass, A1 Auto and Spring, and Mr. Trailer Car. Quick time, 14.53, 14.53 fast time on lap number 1 for Mike Miller. And a 14.62. 14.62 second lap time on the number 53 of Mike Miller. This is the number 12 car of Bubba Smith out of Canton, the Canton Auto Sales and Salvage, Auto Sales, Finish Line Motors, and Pro One Collision car. Bubba Smith in the number 12. Smith again just 1 point behind Mike Miller for the points lead. 14.48, quick time, 14.48 on the number 12 car of Bubba Smith. Keep getting faster as qualifying goes on. 14:53 on lap number 2, 14.53 on the number 12 car of Bubba Smith. Greg Bewley out of Boardman, Ohio, the Route 39 Auto Salvage, Westgate Ford, SOAR.com, and DU Construction entry. Greg Bewley. Bewley 7th in points. (15:02), 15.02 on Bewley. (14:87), 14.87 second lap time on the number 21 of Bewley, his better of 2 laps on lap number 2. 14:48 for Bubba Smith so far, fast time, as we have qualified 6 of our 18 late models in the pits. Many-time feature winner and former track champion here at Midvale Speedway in car 00 tonight, filling in for Todd Ripley. This is Akron, Ohio's Scott Baker. The Wood Electric, Ripley's Nursery, Macintosh Oil Company, and Kid Pringle Graphics car, Scott Baker qualifying the 00. (14:87), 14.87 first lap time on Baker. Better on lap number 2, 14:72, 14.72 Scott Baker, car 00. The Animal Bob Eichel in car number 69 qualifying now. The Stone Creek, Ohio driver, sponsored by Ridge Pump and Supply, Tavern of Ragersville, A.W. Tipco Oil and Gas, Animal Racing, and Historic Auto Sales. (15:12), 15.12 first lap time on Eichel. (14:86) on lap number 2, 14.86 on Bob Eichel. Rookie Jonathan Ritter from Weirton, West Virginia, back out to qualify. The Ritter Motorsports number 28, missing last week. (15:56), 15.56 first lap time on Jonathan Ritter. And a 15:58, 15.58 car number 28, Jonathan Ritter. Next driver, relatively new to full-bodied stock car racing, had raced for several years in the karting ranks. This is the car that he purchased off of Jimmy Carter. After last season, car number 25 from Cleveland, Ohio, is Ryan Short. Ryan Short from Cleveland, Ohio in the number 25. 15:33, 15.33 on the number 25 of Ryan Short, as he rips up the timing hose on the front straightaway. has a 15:33. We'll get the green this time. $14.86, 14.86 on the number 25 of Brian Short. Not a bad first attempt, his first ever effort here at Midvale Speedway. He tried to qualify for the main event race at Angola Motor Speedway last week with one of the 20 cars not to make the show. Number 90 of Emerson Huffman will qualify next, another late model rookie. Fast time is Bubba Smith of 14:48. $16.31, 16.31 first lap time on Emerson Huffman. He's been down here just about every Friday night gaining laps in his first ever season of any type of stock car racing. And a 16.16, 16.16 on Huffman, lap number 2. Well, this next veteran driver was here on night number 1, had engine problems, got it back together, and brings it out on night number 5. Car number 122 is Wadsworth, Ohio's Ernie Shook. Ernie Shook in a Wells Concrete car. 14.64, 14.64 first lap time on Shook, will be 5th quick. $14.55, 14.55. He will be 4th quick in qualifying so far for the late models is William Robinson out of Marietta. And car number 14 qualifies the Jesus Saves Racing entry. Bubba Smith, quick time, and the number 12 of 14:48. Late model qualifying extremely close. We have our first 5 guys within 1/10 of each other. $15.92, 15.92 first lap time on Robinson. And a 15.71, 15.71 second lap time on William Robinson in car number 14. Dave McCallicker back in action in the number 47 car from Massillon. A crash on the front straightaway for the 47 of McCallicker. As he came off the turn, you could see the car pushing heavily through the corners. And then the car pushed against the wall right at the finish line. Kenny Stevens out of Stone Creek qualifying the 22 tonight. Around 39 Auto Salvage sponsored automobile. $15.16, 15.16 first lap time on Kenny Stevens. And a 15:01, 15.01 second lap time on Kenny Stevens. Number 18 car, Mark Willison, the track record holder from 1 week ago. So Willison Racing, number 18. He was quick again today in hot laps from what I've heard. (14:56), 14.56 first lap time on Mark Willison. And quick time, 14:44, 14.44, fast lap of the afternoon for car number 18, Mark Willison. Fast time again this week. Car number 54 is Doug McMillan. From New Philadelphia, the Parkway Honda, Hostetler Trucking, and Lee Stannis Recipe Car. (14:80), 14.80 first lap time on the number 54 of Doug McMillan. And a 14:87, 14.87 second lap time on number 17 car, Rich Dunlap, will qualify. Time on Dunlap in car number 17 is an 18:19, 18.19 on car number 17, Rich Dunlap. Ohio's fun place to race. 78 cars are in the pits for the fifth night of our 2009 racing season. Racing for night number 5 set to begin here at Mid-Vale Speedway. Big thank you for your race fans coming out on this windy Saturday evening. Track conditions are fast. Tonight's racing action should be wicked. Drivers being given the right to choose their inside or outside position on the front straightaway. As Ernie Shook in the 122, Brian Smith in the number 1 will go outside, Miller goes inside, Smith goes outside, and Willison will bring up the tail. That's actually the normal way that we would have started them. So in this instance, it didn't really affect the lineup. This is the way they would have started on a normal Saturday night. As we are preparing for the fast heat, Brian Smith, last week's feature winner, starting on the outside. 53, Mike Miller, the points leader, starting third. Bubba Smith at the number 12. Here we go, green, Ernie Shook and Brian Smith to bring the field in. Into the first turn, Ernie Shook and Brian Smith battle off of turn number 2, and down the back stretch they'll go. Mike Miller, the current points leader, running third with points runner-up Bubba Smith, battling in the high lane. Shook out front. Mike Miller will take second from Brian Smith. Mark Willison will look to the inside lane. Mike Miller making a run at Ernie Shook. A couple of veteran late model drivers up front. Shook, Miller, and Willison. Smith battles in the outside lane still, falling back into the grass for brother. Now Bubba Smith will move into the 4th spot as Ernie Shook continues to hold the lead. Shook, Mike Miller, Mark Willison, Bubba Smith, and Brian Smith, the 5 cars that are fast heat for the late model. Rich Desecker with problems in the 49 car, not starting our heat race tonight. Ernie Shook up the banking a little bit off of turn 2. The car wiggles. Miller closes the distance between himself and the race leader. A couple of circuits to go for Ernie Shook. Now Brian Smith starts to battle with his brother Bubba at the back of the field. White flag in the air, 1 to go for Wadsworth. Mike Miller, Mark Willison, Bubba Smith, and Brian Smith as Miller looks to the bottom. Shook will close the door as they race into turn 3. Brian Smith will spin into the infield in turns 3 and 4. Look out. Ernie Shook will win. Mike Miller second, Mark Willison third, Bubba Smith fourth, and Brian Smith a spin on the backstretch on the final circuit. Kept it off the outside retaining wall. He was last week's feature winner. It was his first career late model feature win. And picking up the victory tonight. First night back since opening night after some engine problems for car number 122. Put your hands together for Wadsworth driver Ernie Shook. Ernie Shook, the Wells Concrete number 122. So it's going to number 69, your front row starters. Brian Short from Cleveland, Ohio in the number 25. That's the car that was piloted last season by Jimmy Carter. Carter has since purchased a new car. Had a great run going at Angola last week before having some brake problems on the final circuit. Scott Baker back in action, the 00 car tonight. Tom Garbrandt, the 30. Here we go. Short and Doug McMillan, row 2. Scott Baker in the 00, Tom Garbrandt in the 30. '25 car, Brian Short, problems on the... Here we go. Back to green. Terry Coletti with it in hand. Into the first turn, Doug McMillan working the outside lane, working it rather well. Down the back stretch into turn number 3. McMillan on the outside of Greg Bewley. Bewley out front, McMillan still fighting hard in the outside lane. Tom Garbrandt, who was scheduled to starts sixth, is actually able to start in the fourth spot. And now McMillan and Bewley get together on the front stretch. McMillan will go to the bottom lane. Some more contact. Now back in the field, Brian Short trying to hold off the 69 of Bob Eichel. Top three, single file. Eichel making a run at the number 25 car of Short. We are halfway. 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go. McMillan again in the high lane, down the back straightaway with Greg Bewley, and Eichel now has a run at Brian Short for the 4th spot. Short will give him room in 3 and 4. John Baker up to 5th now. Side by side for 2nd between McMillan and Garbrandt. They still battle it out in the top 3 spots. Terry Coletti with a white flag in hand. It'll be 1 more lap to go for Greg Bewley. Final circuit for the Morgan, Ohio driver. Can he hold off McMillan and Garbrandt? Into turn number 3. McMillan on the high side of Bewley. Here comes Garbrandt again. Coming to the checkers. Greg Bewley. Doug McMillan. Tom Garbrandt. Bob Eichel. And the 00 of Scott Baker completing our top 5. The 25 of Brian Short comes home 6th. Have a nice round of applause for your winner of Heat 2, Greg Bewley. Last week the caution lights are out, which means we're going green this time. A William Robinson from Marietta, Jonathan Ritter from Weirton, West Virginia come to green. Kenny Stevens looking low on Ritter for the 2nd spot, will take the position. Kenny Stevens going to the outside of William Robinson for the race lead. Close call down in turn 3. Stevens up on the cushion. That's not going to work. He'll have to check up, get it straightened out, and keep on rolling. Jonathan Ritter looking to the inside of Stevens for 2nd. Stevens looking to the bottom. Robinson trying to close the door to no avail. Stevens able to get to the bottom lane. Halfway, 4 laps in. 4 laps to go for the number 22 car of Kenny Stevens. Contact between Ritter and Robinson. And on his own down in turns 1 and 2, the number 14 car of William Robinson goes around to bring out a caution. The number 22 car, William Robinson, restarting 2nd. Third, Kenny Stevens, William Robinson, Emerson Huffman, the 3 in our final heat, set to go green. Stevens back out front again with Robinson and Huffman third. Final circuit, 1 to go for number 22, Kenny Stevens. Checkered flag will be waving for the number 22 of Kenny Stevens taking up his first 2009. Number 14 of Robinson second. And the 90 car of Huffman comes across in third. Kenny Stevens driving the Ron Jayberg Jr. car tonight. His first start of 2009 for Kenny Stevens, a veteran driver here at Midvale Speedway, and he picks up the win in our third and final McIntosh Oil Company late model heat race. Put your hands together for veteran Kenny Stevens. Kevin Locker to the inside of row 2. Ron Degg to the outside. McClintock will also go to the outside. And Randy Smart will go to the inside. So Kevin McClintock changing things up a bit, saying the outside lane's going to move forward, so I'm going out there. Randy Smart, top qualifier in the number 17 car. Keith Anderson, first night out for the number 22 Sport Stock. Degg was scheduled to start in the 5th position. He gets to start second because of the one car falling out and picking the outside lane, and we're off the green. Sound like an engine amiss in one of our cars on the track as Degg goes into the lead. McClintock looking for second. Sideways he was off of 2. And Randy Smart goes into the 3rd spot and closes the door on Miller in turn 3. Degg the leader, Kevin McClintock second, Randy Smart in third. They are your top 3 in Sport Stock points. Your point leader is Randy Smart in the 17. Degg is second in points in the 75, and McClintock is third in points in car number 38. They have been 3 of the top finishers each and every week. As we will be halfway this time, 4 in, 4 to go as McClintock closes on Degg. Randy Smart now, your top qualifier, starting to challenge the 38 car of McClintock. Looks to the bottom in 4 as McClintock pushes high. Randy Smart in the number 17 car, still challenging the number 38 of McClintock for second. White flag, 1 to go. Smart gets to the inside of McClintock, but he could not quite get his nose in there. Now he does, going into 3. Look out, they make contact. McClintock up the track. It's going to be Degg winning. McClintock second. Smart comes home third. Ravenscroft fourth. 5th to Miller, and 6th place to Anderson. Saw a little contact between the Kurt Guerin MD number 17 of Randy Smart and the Allen's Muffler number 38 of Kevin McClintock. Victory once again in the number 75 car.
Where's Corey gonna go?
Ron Degg also this week making all 8 circuits in our heat race. Last week he thought he was finished. Rove and top qualifier Teddy Oliver in the 49. Drivers will pick their lane on the front stretch. None of our pole sitters have actually chose the outside lane yet, and that will continue. Todd Miller will stay inside. That's going to allow Tad Grove to move up to 4th, and Teddy Oliver, 79, come to green in corner number 4. Torrey Gibbs into the lead. The inside lane is moving up. Todd Miller may be making the right decision here. We'll see where the 77 car ends up. Now Tad Grove, if he can get in the outside lane, he might be able to go, but so far he's slipping back. Now he has clearing in front of him. We'll see if he can get around the 51 of Brian Menard as he and Teddy Oliver run in the second groove. Your leader is Torrey Gibbs. Tad Grove up into the 3rd spot now. He and Teddy Oliver moving in groove number 2. Gibbs leading, Bunton second, Tad Grove third, fourth is Ryan Menard, the points runner-up in the 51 car. And Bunton sliding high. Slips the number 3 of Grove back a little bit as Gibbs is by himself in the number 10 car at halfway. 4 in, 4 laps to go for Torrey Gibbs. And the 79 car of Bunton goes around. 79 of Phil Bunton Jr. spinning on the coming to green in turn number 4, Torrey Gibbs and Tad Grove. Torrey Gibbs edging out into the lead, down the backstretch into turn 3. Grove hard into the third turn, coming down to complete lap number 5. And Tad Grove at the line by just an inch or two on the number 3 car, edging ahead now of Torrey Gibbs. Still a good run for the number 10 car on the inside lane as both of those drivers try to get all of the mechanical woes out of their 2009 seasons. Both have had a lot of mechanical issues. Tad Grove out front, second, Torrey Gibbs, third place, Teddy Oliver, fourth is Brian Menard, fifth, Todd Miller, and sixth is Bunton. White flag this time, final circuit, 1 to go for Tad Grove. Still a battle back in the field between Todd Miller and Phil Bunton for the 5th position. It is a points-paying position. They come to the checkers. Tad Grove, Torrey Gibbs, Teddy Oliver, Brian Menard, Phil Bunton, and Todd Miller. So Tad, Greg's recovery. Put your hands together for Tad Grove. Stewart, the 74 of Bob Passwaters Jr., the 95 of Ronald Bunton, the 75 of Passwater Sr. Stewart in the 74 racing, or in the what used to be the 74, racing the 48 car on the outside lane coming to green. Stewart racing in that car for the first time will go into the lead, coming off of turn number 2. Bert Colder slides up the banking, has to check up to avoid making contact in the outside lane on the move. Bunton takes second, Passwaters into third. Passwater Sr. in the 75 car looking to get by the number 95 of Ronald Bunton. It is a battle for the second position. Bunton on the outside lane, Stewart on the inside. Stewart's car a push through the middle of the turns. That will allow Bunton to get the run he needs to pull up alongside as it's door to door now. At the front of the pack, though, Bunton goes up a little too high in turn number 2. Mike Sweeney with the cross flags in hand. To the halfway signal. 4 laps in, 4 to go for Adam Stewart, Ronald Bunton, Passwaters, and the 74 car of Passwaters Jr. Bunton slipping back into second, now make it third. Passwaters Sr. on the inside lane will pick up the second spot momentarily. And Bunton will get his car back into the bottom groove. See if he can pick up any ground in the bottom lane after falling back in the outside circuit. As it's Passwater Sr. going to the outside of Adam Stewart for the lead. At the line, Stewart by inches over Passwaters. But Passwaters pulling out in front of the car that used to be driven by his son. Into the corner, Stewart hard into the turn. The car holds up pretty good for him. Final lap, 1 to go. Who will it be 1 lap from now? That time it was neck and neck. Up the banking, pass Waters. Here comes Bunton, 3 wide into the turn. Look out as we have him spun in the corner. So the car is crossing the line, the 74 of Passwaters crossing the stripe on the final circuit. Pulling to the line in car number 74, just avoiding the accident on the back straightaway. The Oliver's Garage, Stewart's Flooring, Elkins Automotive, Chassis Systems, Gabriel Cancer Center, and Passwaters Racing Car. Bob Passwaters Jr. Rich Dunlap. Number 28 of Tim Westerfield Jr. going inside. 36 of Kelly McNutt going inside. 27 of Campbell will start second. Rufner will start fourth. 35 of John McNutt will start on the inside. Mishler will go outside. And Hunt will start inside. So Kelly McNutt staying inside instead of going to the outside groove. Mishler going to be able to pick up a couple spots because of the drivers electing the inside lane. So it is Dunlap in the 17, Campbell in the 27. Campbell in this heat was scheduled to start fourth. He'll start second, see if he's able to capitalize. In the air, and Johnny Campbell in the 27 car racing with Rich Dunlap in the 17 out front. And Andy Armadillo from the Texas Roadhouse has made an appearance tonight here at Midvale Speedway. Passing out some great items to you kids in the stands is Rich Dunlap, your leader at the finish of lap number 1. Rich Dunlap, your leader. Johnny Campbell still working hard in the outside lane. Tim Westerfield, good runs last week in the 28 car. Making things happen in the bottom groove again. Rufner's got an opening. Will he find it? No, Westerfield's going to be able to close the door. Now Johnny Campbell is in a world of hurt. Caught in the third lane as Adam Mishler picks up a spot in the 65. Mishler running the high lane. Don't even believe he was going to race tonight. Then he went and got the car, came back, and he's running pretty well in groove number 2 here in our fast heat race. Dunlap, your leader. Westerfield second. Rufner finally gets to the bottom of Westerfield. His car pushes up off the bottom a little bit coming off of 2, and it's allowed Rufner to get the run he needs to go for second, the points leader in the compact. Going for the runner-up spot. A bump door-to-door down in turn number 1 is Mishler, Kelly McNutt, John McNutt. Close on those two for the second spot. Mike Sweeney with the white flag in hand, and it'll be 1 to go for Rich Dunlap. Dunlap through turn number 4. Coming to the checkered to be Dunlap, Rubner, Kelly McNutt, Tim Westerfield, John McNutt, Adam Mishler, Jay Hunt, and Johnny Campbell. This is one of the drivers that's had a terrible start to the 2009 season. A lot of bad luck, blown motors. This, I believe, the 4th motor he's had in the car this year already. The EJ Stutzman Trucking, Route 39 Auto Salvage, Neckhead Graphics, and Stiff Nipples Heating and Cooling, number 17. Let's hear it for New Philadelphia's Rich Dunlap. Derry Girl. Field off to green, and it's going to be Derry Gruhl into the lead. Rich Hess second. Jeffrey Orr still looking to the inside of Hess. Into 3, and Hess will still give him a little room. First 3 single file. Now we've got 3 wide for the 4th spot. Henry giving the drivers inside plenty of room as Tammy Rufner makes a bold move and takes over position number 4. We are halfway, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Derry Gruhl, battle for second. Jeffrey Orr, Rich Hess, Tammy Rufner. Jeffrey Orr last week turned his best qualifying lap. He ran well in the feature, I think a top 5 finish, and again tonight running extremely well, this time in the outside lane of Tammy Rufner. Brad Henry in the number 87 car using the outside of Kyle Rector. Trying to move into position number 5. White flag, 1 to go this time for Derry Gruhl. Brad Henry, the 87 car, dropping off the pace, the Port Washington competitor. As we see the checkered flag for Derry Gruhl. Good second place battle. Jeffrey Orr, Rich Hess. 7 car, Tammy Rufner, and 22 of Kyle Rector. Put your hands together for Dover's Derry Gruhl. The Lightning McMean car, number 95. The 72 of Russell Grandison and 157 of Tom Barrett. Tom Tommy Barrett going to the outside of Jason Anthony and Don Rufner III as he tries to make a run in the third lane. He gets on the outside of Anthony. He's able to make it happen, but I don't know if he can get Rufner and Wes Ennis. He'll drop in line into group number 2 as Billy Nicholas in the 132 car will lead lap 1. Wes Ennis opened the door and Barrett's able to get by on the inside. Ennis all the way to the back in car number 118. Sun shining through the clouds just a little bit as we race in heat number 2 for the Parkway Auto Group Compact. Billy Nicholas, C.J. Campbell, Don Rufner III, and Tommy Barrett now looking for the 4th position, goes to the bottom lane. Rufner up into the 2nd spot as they chase Billy Nicholas at halfway. 4 in, 4 laps to go for Billy Nicholas. C.J. Campbell nearly tried out the retaining wall in turn number 4. Oh, look out, down in the corner. Tommy Barrett sideways as he had the 07 car of Rufner check up in front of him. C.J. Campbell still battles with Billy Nicholas. Now it's Barrett looking for the 5th spot on the inside of Jason Anthony. Don Rufner III on the low side of C.J. Campbell. C.J. Campbell's going to try out the wall. It's just a matter of time. Down the back straightaway. Campbell has slipped back to 4th. Barrett in a precarious position. And the battle for the lead between Rufner and Nicholas. They bump a little bit out of the corner. And it's going to be Rufner at the line with 1 to go. Nicholas fighting hard in the 2nd group. Don Rufner III will pull away down the backstretch. Man, Campbell just continues to run up in that outside lane. Farabee looking for 2nd. It's going to be Don Rufner III. Billy Nicholas, Isaac Farabee, Jason Anthony, C.J. Campbell, Tom Barrett, Wes Ennis, and Russell Grandison. Auto Salvage, Animal Racing, Performance Graphics, and Tuss Tire and Auto Repair for Don Rufner III. Paul Stahl edging out front of Dan Konovacek on the opening start, and Renneker doesn't want to be caged in the 2nd row of cars. He's thinking about a 3-wide move. They all saw Ron Dick do it last week in the Sports Stock feature, and we've seen drivers try it in the compacts tonight. Here goes Renneker to the 3rd lane. Konovacek and Stahl side by side. Paul Stahl has been overtaken for the race lead by the 175 of Justin Renneker. Stahl the 2nd, Konovacek 3rd. 4th place battle between Neil Rowley in the 46 and the 79 of Pat Karn. Good battles going on mid-pack and towards the back at halfway. 4 in, 4 to go for Midvale's Justin Renneker. Renneker, though, has gone under his qualifying time twice during the course of this event. New time on the 175 at 18:64. Joe Konovacek is full off to the infield. picking up the victory in the 05 car. Pat Carnes will come across the line in second. Larry Innes, Neil Rowley, 39 of courtesy of the NASCAR race tonight. We'll have it back next week for the All-Star race at Lowe's Motor Speedway. The 05, let's put your hands together for Paul Stahl. 24 is Richard Duvall. 18, Ryan Kopp. 14, Ashley Page. 42 of Todd Walker. And car number 81 driving tonight is Candy Bunton, filling in for with the green in hand, and they go racing for 8 laps. Look at Ryan Kopp trying to thread the needle already in the 18 car. Oh, he's going to run out of room because Kenny Jewell does it before he, and into turns 1 and 2. They are actually racing off of the second corner, believe it or not. Down the back stretch they go. Perk Pile on the 119 into turn number 3 with Kopp beating on his rear bumper. Off of turn number 4 to the 1 lap in, finish line. It's the 119 of Perk Pile. He was the winner on lap number 1. 76, Kenny Jewell running the outside lane down the back stretch, and Kenny Jewell has the 42 car now. Todd Walker makes a 3-wide move for third. Lap 2 complete. Kenny Jewell's leader. He wins lap number 2. 18 of Ryan Kopp is boxed in, and he's getting impatient. Car number 18. Kopp looking on the outside. Todd Walker. You can see the drivers behind the front row really checking up, trying to avoid hitting the drivers in front of them. And so far, they've done a pretty good job. The 18 of Kopp has taken over second, and now Kenny Jewell's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit. Halfway this time, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. The run time of the race so far is just 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Kenny Jewell, your leader. Ryan Kopp running the bottom. Get out the shades. Todd Walker running the third lane. Richard Duvall in the middle, and Perk Pile on the 119 battle for third. They're all over the speedway. Ryan Kopp hard into turn number 3, battles for the lead. Oh, and Carlos Sorcina and Todd Walker get together. Walker will keep it moving. Good job by Todd Walker to keep things going in that beautiful number 42 car. Pick such a dark color. Coming into the white flag this time, 1 lap to go for Kenny Jewell and Ryan Kopp. Kenny Jewell at the line with 1 to go. Now will Ryan Kopp be able to get him? Watch Kenny Jewell pick up the pace now. Perk Pile, all kinds of trouble down in turn 2, able to keep it going. Kenny Jewell has picked up the pace on the final circuit. Ryan Kopp into turn 3, goes to the bottom to the checkers. They'll come, and it's going to be Kenny Jewell, Ryan Kopp, Richard Duvall, Ashley Page, Candy Bunton, 119 of Perk Pile, Todd Walker, and Carlos Sorcina also finishing our field. Ryan Kopp. 35 is John McNutt, 65 is Adam Mishler, 33 is Jay Hunt, 17 is Rich Dunlap, and 87 is Brad Henry. 15 laps. This is the fast feature for the Parkway Auto Group Compact Division here at Midvale Speedway. First of 7 features you'll see before us tonight here at Midvale. Spectator drags return next week. Field will be coming to green off of 4.
Jesus' name we pray. Hallelujah. What an awesome God we serve. Glory to His holy name.
Derek Gruhl, the current points runner-up, a fast heat race winner, coming off of 4. We'll go green. Here we go. Jerry Gruhl, Jeffrey Orr, Rich Hess, Tammy Rufner, and Jesse Page, the top 5 in our first of 7 features tonight. Jerry Gruhl, the Lightning McBean, number 95, leading lap 1. So Gruhl cruise control already as Rich Hess looks for the second spot. He and Jeffrey Orr battled a lot during the heat race tonight. And Westerfield in the number 28 car, advancing past or trying to the 0-2 of Jesse Page in his best ever qualifying effort. Derek Gruhl leading, Rich Hess second, Jeffrey Orr third, fourth is Tammy Rufner, fifth is Kyle Rector in the number 22. Coming in to complete lap number 5 this time. 5 laps in, 10 laps to go for Derek Gruhl.
My dear friend, if you pray that prayer, please write to the ministry.
Jeffrey Orr is still working in that outside lane, but slowly falling back from his second starting position to third, maybe fourth, as Tammy Rufner on the move again this week.
To lead on the charge. Praise be to our God.
Gruhl all by himself as the cars fight behind him. 8 laps in, 7 laps to go for Gruhl, Hess and Rufner. And Westerfield in car number 28 has moved into the top 5 as Orr has slipped back another spot. But Westerfield looking for fourth. Your leader, Gruhl, all by himself. Second place, Rich Hess. Third, Tammy Rufner. Fourth, Kyle Rector. And fifth is Tim Westerfield. Tammy Rufner on the outside lane. Once again, she's having her best season here in 2009, picking up a feature win, 5th in points. It will be 13 in, 2 to go this time for Derek Gruhl, hoping for no caution. As he has that big lead built up, you can still just get cruise control around the bottom of the track. White flag, 1 lap to go for Gruhl. Rich Hess and Tammy Rufner as the battles through the field are great. Coming to the checkered this time as they go into turn 3 off of 4. Derek Gruhl will be victorious for the second time this season. victorious for the third time this season, second time here in the compacts. He was runner-up in points coming into Rufner. Rufner having a problem in the feature tonight. Lightning McMean. Derek Gruhl picking up the victory tonight in our compact fast feature. Well, Derek, tonight, fast feature, you got the luck of the draw. They rolled a number 13. That's exactly how many cars I had scheduled to be in the fast feature because we had 38 or 39 qualify. Worked out pretty good for you, and they were battling hard side by side, and you know when they do that, you can put it in cruise control.
Yeah, I looked back there at my shoulder, I seen the guys battling, so I know I had a bad lap. The reason why put me here, but I had to kind of put in cruise control and get here.
The people, especially the kids, like the car the Lightning McQueen look-alike. It's really Lightning McMead. You've actually been asked to go to a birthday party with the car.
Yeah. Actually, in June, down in Cumberstown, they want me to come down right before the races start, so.
You got to try to keep it in one piece at least until then.
Yeah.
Figure 8 tonight?
Yeah.
Derek Gruhl, the number 95, your winner tonight in the 25. He was scheduled to start on the pole, but Brian making his first feature start, electing to start at the tail to make sure that he doesn't cause any mess-ups, and he's able to keep his car in one piece for this 25 lap feature. Brian Short getting some experience here at Midvale Speedway before the main event race on May 23rd. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. But up front, Eichel will start on the pole now with Short taking scratch, the number 54. Up Doug McMillan will start alongside this McIntosh Oil Company late model feature. Coming your way, 25 laps of the distance last weekend, the race almost going flag to flag. We had one caution flag. It came with just a few laps to go for a car that was leaking fluid on the track. Tonight, Eichel in the 69 and McMillan in the 54 will come to green. Last week's runner-up, Kenny Cantrell, was here tonight. He had problems in practice. We've also lost the 47 car of Dave McCallagher due to a qualifying crash. Caution lights are turned out. The field will be coming to green off of turn number 4. Bob the Animal Eichel in the number 69, the 54 car of Doug McMillan starting on the front row, coming to green. And turn number 4, Scott Baker filling in for Todd Ripley tonight. Tom Garbrandt starting 4th. Who will it be victorious in week number 5? Doug McMillan in the 54 car into the lead. Tom Garbrandt looks for second. So Garbrandt setting his sights on McMillan. Ernie Shook running the outside lane. Ernie Shook side by side with Scott Baker and Bob Eichel. Shook trying to make the second move work. Completing lap 4, the lead duo is pulled away. Shook, the Wadsworth, Ohio driver, is still working hard beside Scott Baker. Beside the 69. McMillan. Murray Shook finally getting by Bob Eichel. Tried hard for a lot of laps. Caution, flag is out.